If they have an Idaho teaching certificate, it's 112. So they can make that much at McDonald's, because McDonald's pays $14 an hour, and times 8 hours is $112.
But they don't get 8 hours in McDonald's.
But I mean, if we want to, this, what message are we sending? I mean,
We are in alignment with all of the local districts in the area. The only, unless if you want to entertain a notion, I know that Twin Falls does a $300 bonus on each month. I would have to research exactly how they attain that, but they do a monthly $300 bonus.
That's it, so, it's
So
today.
I think so.
Can I make a comment?
State your
I'm
name,
new.
please.
My name is Jenny Sherla. I'm just a citizen, normal person. I'm removed from the school district, and I just want to add a comment. As a stay-at-home mom, I've never heard anything about the offer to sub. I'm just a random stay-at-home mom, so maybe considering marketing, advertising. I've never even heard about subbing, but sounds very interesting. I have a bachelor's degree. I'd love to sub.
It's on our website. We'd love to have you.
Wait, sign up now.
We'd love to have you.
Elementary and we're doing fun things there.
It does, it's part of.
Just a
Wait,
quick
we're
sentence
marketing.
for the community, maybe some marketing would be helpful.
Good job, thank you.
He is
I
great.
think that's a good idea, thank you.
Mary, Granny wanted to.
and this is, I just want to clarify, I am not saying we want to take money away from the classified. The classified need that money. They need that bonus. They need to feel valued and appreciated and things. What our concerns with our and things that comments that we've heard is, wow, so the administration are getting a bonus and they got a 7% increase from the state, which if they earned a $70,000 salary, that's $4,900 they had added on to their contract, where teachers, we got barely one, and there were some upset teachers about that. So that's the whole morale thing, I think, is admin got this huge 7% bonus, and there's several admin that make over $70,000 in our district, so it could be closer to $9,000 bonus they got. That's our concern, is the morale teachers, well, we're not good enough, we got 1,000, but the admin get a 7% and 1,000 bonus, so where's the equity in this? And we understand that 7% came from the state, we understand that.
So what do you suggest we do? What's some of your things?
I think it's just a matter of making sure, as Mr. Perez said, what did you say about the classified? How do we show them? I think that goes back to, what do we show them, the people that didn't get that kind of increase? How do we show them? You can say, like you said, all we want with verbally saying these things, but how do we put it, how do we actually give them something that shows them? And I don't know the right answer, Mary. I just want to know, I think Mr. Perez made a great point. How do we show everybody?
I agree, how do we show them?
And
We have to show them something, so how do we do it? And what do we do to do it?
And so I think that's, we just wanted to bring up that concern to help with the morale of the staff. It's not something, as Brandy said, something where we want to take away. We want to just take from somebody to give to somebody else. No, it's a morale thing within the whole staff and the perception.
Can I add to that? Okay, so on the morale thing,
State name, please.
Robin Freiberger. So the state designated the money to certify instructional staff, okay? I believe that one of the reasons they probably did that and clarified that is because they did give the 7% money for administrators for this year already. And so I understand that. And I am also with the rest of the voices in that we need to appreciate our classified much more than we do. And as a person myself, I I would forego my bonus for this classified to have it before I could see the equity in giving some, not that I don't love my administrators, I do, you guys do a hard job, but versus giving to the administrators that already got a 7% raise, I'd rather have no bonus than let our classified have the bonus, because, yeah, they no way match equitable between what the administrator and the certified got coming into this year, because you're looking at lower wages, and even with their percent, you're looking at lower outcome and the money's going into their pocket. So, and I think that's a concern that we're trying to say too is, if we're gonna take money from the general budget, then those that aren't getting money coming from the state through either their 7% guarantee bonus raises, or this earmarked monies for instructional, then that should go to classified. But I just know that in our discussion with some of the other teachers, that has been brought up, so.
Mrs. Tibbetts or Mr. Randy, how many administrators do you have in the district?
Administrative
Approximately
19.
19.
We have 271 classified employees.
So my question, I guess, I would ask, because, and this is going to sound harsh asking this, but this is what I feel like I'm hearing. If we were to not give a bonus to 19 people, that would raise the morale of the staff.
And I guess, point of clarification on that would be, I don't think anybody's saying not to give them, again, not to give them any, I think it's just a matter of what funds are available and how much is being given to what, to make it equitable for those 270.
Let me ask another question. What's the pay raise, or not the pay raise, what's the pay scale of administrators? I've heard the number of 70,000 thrown around. I can't imagine that 19 people are making 70,000.
It's a weird formula, you'd have to ask them,
It
it's a
has to
strange
do
formula.
with how many
Kids
students
are-
are in their school. It's
So just an
it's-
idea, if you're at the bottom of the administrative pay scale, approximately how much money would you give? Ballpark it.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
If you're at the bottom of the administrative pay scale, approximately how much would you be making? 60? More than that?
Between 60 to 65.
We don't have it sitting here to answer exactly what that would be, but.
Right, I'm just trying to ballpark in my mind, just numbers are turning, math, stuff of that nature, so, okay.
Is this, I don't want to do this.
Could I make a clarification on his sayings? I didn't realize that came back as just not giving to the administrators. Because the focus was actually taking the funds and showing our classified how much we appreciate it.
I think we're all in agreement, we're getting the classified a bonus.
Yeah, but I just didn't want you to think that that was just not that. If the focus is taken, we're gonna take money from the general budget, put it to the group that isn't getting as rewarded from other means of budget. Does that make sense?
Which I think we were already looking at doing.
We already,
We were already going to pull from that, from
we have to pull
from classified. But the question sounds to me like it came back that we're okay, we're good with that, it's just we don't want to see either as large of a bonus or any bonus, whatever, to go to administration, and the thought behind that is to up the morale of others, which, and I appreciate the honesty, I do. It's just a matter of just trying to figure out what is going to work, what's going to work and how that goes, because I had an opportunity to sit with administrators today, and you guys already know this, you already said, which is awesome, they work their tails off, they're doing great things. But I also see your point that they received a larger pay raise on a larger percentage of money too, so, interesting.
The hardest part about this is no matter what we do, we're bad guys. I hate to say it that way, but that's what it feels like. No matter what we used to do, we're bad guys. I still want to give this bonus. It's a business action item. Do I hear a solution? Joe, Mr. Pavilion.
if we took $1,000 from the 19 administrators divided by the 271, that would be a grand total of $70 additional to each classified. So just information to be able to talk
What
about.
was that? Say that again?
So if you took
19 classified, or 19 administrators getting $1,000.
divided by the 271, it's like $70 each.
Yeah.
19?
Make a comment, Mrs. Belinda shared with me that, yes, the legislature gave 7% for administrative bonuses, but it didn't come across that way, not, administrators didn't, each person get a 7% increase, she could explain that if she were here, but, I mean, granted, we did get that additional.
Yeah, it wasn't a 7%.
It didn't amount to a full 7% by the time everything was together for everybody's understanding.
And they froze us in some places too.
You see, I don't like what your legislature does is, it's like they're pitting classified against certified. We're gonna give this to you all. What are they doing for the other population of employees? Leave it up to the district. I don't understand.
It'd be nice if they gave us a pot of money to pull out of that for the classified, but they don't. At all.
Is it my understanding that we had planned to classify something more than the 1,000?
That's up to you guys.
Is that something
We
we
have
talked,
not really
we
fully,
haven't said on the, no, what we talked about,
we
correct?
just said that we were working.
Something more than 1,000. Is that right?
My yellow sheet recommendation was $1,000. You all can slice and dice that any way you want.
Yeah, it does sound like reading the minutes from last meeting that there was a number thrown around on 1,500 and we had talked about that might be equitable, but I don't know if we ever came to a
And that was
conclusion.
based off of what the,
What the state was gonna give to the certified.
for certified.
Can I speak for the classified? I mean, it's, I mean, yeah, we get paid less than everybody else. Anything is gonna be appreciated by the classified. I mean, the more, yes, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that'd be great, but in all honesty, just to be thought about to give that money, I think it means a lot to us. Yeah, I'd like to see as much possible for the classified, because in all honesty, I'm a single income. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's really tough. But I do understand too that there has to be fairness, because I understand what the admin have to do. And I appreciate their help too. Yes, they might make more money, but they have to hear a lot more complaints than what we do and everything else. But I'll just be honest with you, I am grateful for anything that we can have. That's just, I'm very, very grateful for whatever you guys can give us.
So the number having been suggested by Mr. Ramsey earlier, do we stay with that number? What's the pleasure of the board?
Sorry, there was a question.
So, and just, I agree with Mr. Ramsey 100%. It's not fair that they end up pitting different groups against different groups. That's the frustration in this whole discussion.
So write your senators and your
Yeah,
representatives.
exactly. And so I don't want anybody to think that we don't think somebody shouldn't get anything. I don't think that's the thought. The thought is just making sure that we keep it equitable and I know Carrie said she's very appreciative, but again, Mr. Perez says we gotta make sure we show it to them, so if we're making sure you feel comfortable that you've shown everybody within the district, whether administrator, classified, certified, whoever they are, that you've shown appreciation to, you just haven't told them, then I think the board will handle it fine.
You guys haven't asked me how much I think we should get.
No, Karen, we have to.
You haven't, have you?
No, I just see your hair if you want to.
Oh, sorry, you guys are talking fast.
Sir.
So would we have the funds available within our discretionary general fund to pay the certified 1,500 hundred, which is close to what the teachers or the certified will get from the state.
Okay.
They
Okay, say that
classified-
again.
Classified.
Classified, okay, hang on, just a minute, just a minute.
Classified 1,500 as well, is that what you're saying?
Well, yeah, we have that available to us, and then,
Yes.
and
Mr.
then,
Ramsey says yes.
and then do we have the ability to give administrators a bonus, but maybe not up to that 1,500?
Thousand?
Well, it's only 19 people on the school, so yes.
19 people, not really that much.
I'm kind of a fan of keeping that, on these one-time bonuses, keeping the checks the same to everybody.
I agree that one time.
I'm not gonna argue that somebody works harder than somebody else, or I think we can argue proportions, but at the end of the day, I keep it the same. Because it's my,
I said we're going to 1,500.
And it's a one-time bonus.
yeah, one-time bonus.
For everybody?
1,500.
For everybody.
Okay. Sorry, can't read it.
I know, these things are very directional, I know.
Yeah, sorry. I am getting.
1,500, some carriers should be happy with it, so we can negotiate hers.
That's right. $2.
Is anybody willing to make a motion at this point?
All this one.
And the
Okay.
motion would be,
So give 1,500 to, the classified and administrators as well as,
okay,
I'll second it.
okay, motion by Mr.
Okay, wait a minute, to match the certified,
No, to give
Just
1,500.
to administrators or classified?
We'll just leave it out, we don't, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, motion by Mr. Sukan, do I hear a second? Second by Mr. Parker. One-time bonus. One-time bonus, yes.
You seconded?
No.
Oh.
Mr. Parker seconded.
Dr. Carter said,
Oh,
I
that's-
just said
sorry.
at one time.
Okay,
One
motion on the
time.
floor for $1,500
One time bonus.
one-time bonus to classified administrators
Okay, next question. When do you want that given?
to be given as soon as possible.
yes.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I throw you in Does that match?
Okay, as soon as
Does
possible.
anybody disagree? I said as soon as possible.
I think it's good.
All right. Motion on the floor. Is there further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion carries.
Okay.
Motion carries. You want me to do that?
Okay.
There you go.
Now gotta go back to the top where we're at. You guys talked a lot on that. Classified administrators, okay.
Then the next one, of course, is the loyalty bonus for classified, and that is a motion that we entertain that we go and follow the, well, no, you have to make a motion, I'm sorry. Make a motion.
Make the motion that we, do the loyalty bonus for the classified according to the
Certified scale?
schedule.
Motion by Mr. Sukan to give the loyalty bonus to classified as per the schedule that was in our word book, and second by Mr. Parker, or Dr. Parker, whoever he is.
Okay, now I have a question with that.
Oh, you
I know, I'm sorry, I just, effective this year,
would.
starting this year. Okay,
From now on.
can you restate that, effective this year?
Mr. Sukan,
Please.
please restate your motion. To
Sorry.
your satisfaction.
I move that we, do the loyalty bonus for classified according to the schedule that was in the board book. Effective this year.
Okay, thank you. No questions this time. Got it?
Mr. Parker, is that the motion that you agreed to second? Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now we're.
All right, is there discussion? Anyone have any more comments? Okay, there's looking down and nobody's looking at you. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, in our board book tonight, we have the propane bid for Cecil Elementary.
Can I ask one bonus for the classified, when will that be paid?
Well, they're gonna have to start clear back.
What does it say for the certified?
Yeah, we just came for the class certified.
I don't know, when does the certified get that?
I thought
Well, it was part of our contract starting in September.
So would it be listed as, how would classified, how would it be
It's
listed?
spread over 12, it's part of the 12 months.
So you don't get the whole bunch, you just, I
It's just
think my-
spread within your salary over 12 months for the certificate.
okay.
Just point of clarification.
I was just curious because
So for this school year,
For this school year, then
would it be paid over each month, but they're based on hours, that they work, they're paid by hours that they work each month.
For classified, it'd probably be easier just to give them.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
hit you differently on taxes.
Yeah. Where they're
Sorry to
hourly.
throw a monkey wrench, I just knew that this was a question that.
That's a good question, though.
Can we do it as a stipend?
Classified and stipend.
Or a one-time bonus, because if you
One-time
try to
bonus.
spread it over with their hours, it's
yeah,
gonna
I
be
think
a
it would be
Exactly.
exactly, so a stipend toward that end of the year.
I think it's,
I
yeah.
don't think we can call it a stipend.
Or bonus.
Could it be prorated over the amount of months worked? So if they get, I think you guys get $1,500, is it, for
Just
15
depends
years?
how many years.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was
this
a
year.
cycle
So
of 20 years.
I
Yeah.
think it's $1,500 the first wrap, so they will have it each month. How about to be divided monthly?
I would say just a
Yeah,
one-time.
because they're gonna ask,
One-time stipend.
a one-time,
I think a one-time bonus would have to be
Is
okay, so you guys need to,
Sorry, but.
that's okay,
$149.99.
it needs to be put in, if that's how you want it, it needs to be put in that motion.
Okay, so,
So, you could be monthly, it could be divided monthly, or it could be a one-time
I
loyalty,
think
one-time loyalty
since
bonus.
we have passed that motion, rather than amending it, why don't we just have a second motion for the approval of the bonus, or the amount being paid, a one-time payment, or however you guys see it.
I say one-time payment at the end of the school year.
First made by one.
Okay, so that's a motion?
Yes.
I move
One-time
that.
loyalty
I move
payment,
that we,
loyalty payment,
we approve the schedule for classified employees loyalty bonus to be paid out as a one-time bonus at the end of the school.
And I second it.
Okay, motion by Mr. Perez to pay the one-time bonus for loyalty at the end of the year. By Mrs. Anderson. You have it.
not worded like that, no. I have a motion was made by Mr. Perez, a one-time loyalty payment to be given at the end of the year. So say it again, because I can't hear.
Moved to pay this classified loyalty bonus as a one-time payment at the end of the school year.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, and second by Mrs. Anderson.
Okay, got it now.
All right? Any further comments or questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? There you go.
Got it.
Motion
Thank
carried.
you.
All right, the price for the acetyl propane came in today at, the bid was 1.399 per gallon. And this is only good for 7 days, so you do need to approve tonight, we can deal down on this.
Madam Chair, you only got one bid,
Correct,
and this price is 3 cents higher from the original.
because it's so volatile.
He says it does this.
And
Mine,
that's a pretty good price.
Well,
I just
and-
paid $2.25 to get some delivered to my house.
And the transport price as of August 31st was $1.60.9. So this is a good price compared to even that. So it's very volatile, we understand.
Madam Chair.
Two what's up?
$2.25. Pardon?
I would entertain a motion or motion, maybe, for approval of the propane bid that we received from LP Propane.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we accept the bid from LP Propane for the propane for Seagull.
Okay, motion by Mrs. Anderson to accept the propane bid, second by Mr. Parker. Any other comments or questions?
Madam Chair,
Sir?
the price difference between what we're currently paying and what you're gonna pay to fill that big tank is $26,020 in savings. So you're making the right choice based on energy saving recommendations by that function criminals.
Man, that's a good thing, man, good thing.
Yeah, we'll be paying that tank off pretty quick. Okay, so, all right, motion by Mrs. Anderson, second by Mr. Parker to approve of the propane bid. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And the Ag Advisory stipend. I would entertain a motion for acceptance of the stipend as proposed by the Ag Advisory team.
Madam Chair, I propose that we accept the proposal for the Ag Advisory stipend as proposed for the Ag Department.
Okay, motion by Mrs. Anderson.
Did you bring
Second by Mr. Perez.
Which, what are you giving? Which stipend are you giving?
The proposal for Ag Advisory stipend.
10 point.
Oh,
You guys have a stipend schedule, which one are you giving?
sorry. The one they proposed. Okay, Mrs. Dickerman.
What's your proposal?
I left it blank on purpose so you could see our time and hours and decide appropriately.
Don't trick us like that.
You just wanted,
We wanted equitable like you wanted
yes,
equitable.
that's exactly what I'm after.
Okay.
But here's the thing, I don't know that I was on a salary, I don't know if I was before.
They were not on they were not on
They were not on
Coaching
They were
the
just on a level.
Right, they were on
Yes.
the
And
coaching
then I
staff.
was told that that wasn't an option, so I just think it needs to be equitable. We have a team of 4, we're working together as a team of 4. I don't feel right about having one get more than another.
So what you were asking for is the stipend that would be given to all 4 be separated, be given to all 4 beauty board.
Yes, so if we could be put on it, on a coaching stipend schedule so that it's there and it's, yep, then I would choose one and go with it, but it needs to be the same for
Now
everybody.
you have to choose one.
So let's say it, got to choose.
They're in charge of 400 students.
Yep,
Look at their.
I will say on the black teacher. They are never been. See, in Oklahoma, we didn't do stipends, but Career Tech gave us $2,400 for summer activities.
we also have that.
We do.
We do use every bit of it.
How used to have it, where'd it go?
It's under discussion.
Oh.
Just like making it hard.
Well, the way all the other coaching stipends work is the tiers based on years and, I don't know, how do
I
you?
know, but they want to go straight across.
I mean, I think the tiers are equitable though. I mean, that gives everybody a reason to stay with us and to keep growing. I just want it to be on the same tier, like, or the same schedule, either the A, B, C, D, or whatever it is.
Oh, but you still break it up by years.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
fine,
okay.
yeah.
Ms. Gableman, would you do me a favor for the record, please? On this side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right, it's on the
It's
discussion.
under discussion. We got it back to discussion. Okay, so we have this salary schedule before us. All right, so are you talking in one of these tiers?
Anyone
You don't care.
Any one of them is going to be better than where we're, I mean, as of right now, I can tell you where I have it.
Where would you be?
I would be closer to tier 4.
on level 8.
Level A.
That's where I've been closest to.
Okay, we need to.
But the other, okay, so there's one other site, and then the other two had no administrator. And so I would just like us all to do this the same.
So you, like a tier 1A or tier 4A?
I have been closer to tier 4 for the last couple of years.
For the amount that you get, how many years experience?
This is year 13.
13, so you're here.
Not here.
Oh, not here.
Not here.
Okay.
This is where we're at.
That's what she is saying.
Here because of the job, workload.
Basically, the number of hours during the school year, not just the summer.
Well, in the summer months,
Is that totally separate? Very
Or school after
you know, outside school,
So you were asking if one of these tiers, what level? What if it was tier people? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I make a suggestion?
I would love one.
Can we put the ag teachers on a separate type of tier? Because they don't coach through a season. They coach with these kids all year long. They, like Rick, has been out of town since Saturday morning taking kids to Montana to a judging, and he'll be back late tomorrow night. I mean, they put in hours that the rest of us don't all summer long. You know, like Jessica emails me all summer and lets me know I'm going to do home visits for the fair. I'm doing this, I'm doing this. I mean, they keep me in the loop, and they work, they don't do like they don't have a season like a coach does.
Right, true. And it's been in their letters that they have asked us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So, yeah, you're right, we are.
I would recommend that in consultation with Mr. Ramsey, we have a separate discussion about this. We agree that we're going to change something, we will make it more
Yes, we just,
compensatory for the amount of hours.
if we're gonna yoke up under the same harness, we want to all be pulling the same and compensate, you know.
And they do, if you look at the letter that they sent you, and it's the same one that they came to me and said, what do you think about this? They all work together, but they each take a section of time during the year. And that's kind of their focus, and that's their baby, and they put in 110%. And even our two new teachers this year, they have not backed off one pedal. They are in it to do the best that they possibly can for these kids. And yes, it does, it shows. And our ag program is growing so fast. The amount of kids that they have at their ag meetings, Rick shared with me the other day, they have between 60 and 70 that show up for every meeting and every activity that they do. So it's not the same kids doing it. I mean, they are reaching a group of kids, and it's awesome. And it's something we've needed in our community for a long time, being an agricultural community. So we're reaching kids with this opportunity, and these teachers are doing a fantastic job.
So, can we give direction to Mr. Ramsey in consultation perhaps with Skid and Mrs. Stapleman to come up with a recommendation for a specific number, so that we're not picking, because I would gladly be level scale, let's be fair.
Yeah.
But that's probably not economic.
Do you want it to stay on that coaching schedules, or?
I would recommend it be its own thing, because it is.
It is gonna continue to grow. In fact, just in the last 3 years, it has leaped and bound. I
Yes.
mean, from the very, yeah. So, I agree, I kind of would like to see it on its own.
Okay, I will take that recommendation back.
Okay, so Mrs. Kidd, are you good with working with Mr. Ramsey and Ms. Stapleman and the three people?
Stop it.
do this together.
They will keep me in line.
You bet, that's why I'm suggesting it.
Bonnie, do you want it presented, or do you just want it presented on personnel next month?
Personnel next month, please. That way, that work for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We are tabling the proposal right now, pending further information gathered by the three in this committee. Appointed.
And I can tell you one thing too, just to add to this, it's not about the money with these four teachers.
Oh, I know, but I think, just like they said.
They do need compensated, but it is not about the money.
All right. West Minidoka Dance Team fundraiser, does anyone have any questions?
I do.
Sorry. Not allowed, I don't know.
I know. I read it and I'm good with it, but it's a little vague. What kind of potatoes, what are we, do you know anything about this?
This is the same, this is,
Hey, you see the 80?
this is the same fundraiser with potatoes we did last year, right? That's right.
Oh. Did you read the letters?
Several sports have done in the past waiting approval. We want to work out the details with McCain's.
So last year, they came to me, it was fries, tater tots, hash browns.
Okay, so last year what happened is that we got, one of the teachers got with McCain's because McCain's basically gives away potatoes, and they went and sold them for like $10 or $20 a bag. And so it's basically, McCain's just gives you them. So you basically get 100% profit for the, I'm sorry, I'm Dana Hammer, by the way, I'm the athletic director. But I didn't know about this, by the way. I'm just bringing this right now. So I do know what happened last year with McCain's potato thing. And so it's like 100% profit. McCain's gives potatoes away like all the time for this kind of stuff, so it's 100% profit. And they sell it for like 10 or 20 bucks a bag or something like that.
Okay, and it's going for just a few students to pay their dance fees?
I think that all the fundraiser would pay for the dance girls for their dance fees, yes.
Oh, the last.
And then
Yes, she
and-
said the last few.
Yeah, so I don't know how many haven't got their dance stuff done yet, because like I said, I haven't heard about this yet, so, but,
So may we give a suggestion that all the students sell it? So they get some credit as well?
yeah, absolutely, and I think that then the dance team could also just, the team itself could go for it, because I know that they go down to, Preston to do a dance competition in the spring, and so that can help pay for the bus trip and stuff there too.
Because for the last few students makes me a little leery. I understand that, but it does need to get the whole team needs to sell it, it needs to be.
I can pass that along.
And I know she's new, we
I
just
know.
approved her.
I know we
I
just.
would just like that if she just a little more information when she sends the stuff,
Okay.
or give it to you, or, I mean, I know her, just,
Yeah. No, I can pass that along to her, absolutely.
Ms. Stapleman, you have.
Is the wrestling team doing the same fundraiser?
no idea.
Yes, they are.
This county eats a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, I just got a Dayton wrestling team, they are doing the same.
I think we buy them and we freeze them and then.
Oh, I
we
know
don't
I do.
necessarily-
Madam
Then
Chair,
I throw them away later, but I buy a lot.
Madam Chair, they need to remember though, if it's a new fundraiser and they've never done it before, you guys need to approve it. And there's been one in the past, and I don't know if wrestling's paid, I've done potatoes before. That needs to go before.
Okay, any team is, okay, just a reminder to the administrators and athletic directors and everything, if you're still listening to me, that is. Any of your fundraisers still has to be approved.
Sorry.
So, if we approve this, that's great, but if another team is selling any kind of anything, and we have not already approved it, remind them that we're supposed to still approve it.
So if wrestling team says they're doing it, they haven't asked for permission.
I just got clarification, it's the boosters that are doing that.
That's
different.
That is
different. They don't have to ask.
Yeah, they don't have to ask.
Okay, so for this one, I would entertain a motion to approve the West Metro Dance Team fundraiser. Mr. Cannon? A motion that we approve it, and Mr. Z and Mr. Carter has seconded it. Is there further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we are now to policies. If you can hang out with me for just a few more minutes, folks. Policy D 267.00, extended learning opportunities. Policy D 268.00, self-directed learner and procedure. And policy D 590.50, classified employee assignment and grievance. Those are all first readings. They will be held for review. Policy 442.00, parent involvement and procedure. This is just a review. At this point, I will ask, did anyone have any questions or any comments on that? Okay. And the policy 660.00, evaluation of certificated employees. This one is recommended that we go ahead and pass this tonight so that it will be submitted. With that, I would entertain a motion for acceptance of policy 660.00, evaluation of certificated employees.
Madam Chair, I recommend we pass and accept the policy 660.00, evaluation of certified employees.
Okay, motion by Mr. Parker, second by Mrs. Anderson. Are there any questions? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We also entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, sorry, before I make the motion for adjournment, can I have just a moment for Mr. Hammer, who just to me a second ago, he wants to address the board just really quickly, and it's a very good thing, actually. If he just, very brief.
Okay, awesome. So, I just want to thank the board, Mr. Ramsey, from the bottom of my heart about the East-West game, being able to take the proceeds from the East-West game and give it to the family of Jonathan. I think that was a really awesome thing. And the 7th grade boys came up with that, so I think that was a great thing. I appreciate it a lot. I thank you guys all for that.
On behalf of everybody else that knew about it, you're welcome.
We have this question on.
Sir?
So I had a question on the policies here. Are we just approving the first readings or?
No, they are, the first readings are, 1, 2, and 3 are being held until the next time.
Okay.
The one that is approved is the evaluation of certificated employees. It is a first reading, however, there's a few things in it, so we want to get it approved and in place.
That one question on there, something that was added, teacher portfolio?
Yes, teacher portfolio has always been multiple measures, and I don't know how it was struck from the original policy, but it was, we didn't have it in ours, and we needed to make
So,
sure it was part of the law.
IDAPA?
What does that entail?
It was for my dad.
LSPE came and evaluated our evaluation process Thursday or last week.
Wednesday.
And spent a half a day with Mr. Fairchild and myself going over our policy and the front line and did a spot check on 3 or 4 evaluations, is that correct? They said that our policy was not in line with legislature? No,
IDAPA.
legislation.
IDAPA.
In that portfolio was one of the 3 options available.
It's,
We had to add that.
So is it listed in there as an option?
it is now.
Now it is.
It is.
Okay, so it's an option, it's not, so like if I put artifacts on Frontline, that's good enough? That's what that is?
Yes.
But it says the
It's
evaluation.
always been
Artifacts are
included.
not portfolio.
So,
It needs to be defined to us.
because is it one or the other, what's the requirement?
So you have student input, parent input, and then third option for professional, what is it?
Teacher professional portfolio.
And it's teacher
So the
portfolio.
portfolio, you don't, it's an option to do?
It's an option
It's an option.
for teachers to
But doesn't the word shall mean that it
Needs to be.
doesn't say may, it says
Shall
shall.
include one of the
It
following.
just says shall include,
It doesn't say one.
1, 2, and 3.
That doesn't
It
give
should
you the option.
include one of the following, Carrie, did
Nope.
you?
Did that
It
happen?
should be one,
And 3 is what was
that's
discussed.
how
Okay, so
I
is that
have
what they
it.
said, Mr. Ramsey, that we shall include one of the following?
Yes, ma'am.
It is,
So there was some words left
Okay,
out?
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, with that correction, do we need to revisit it?
if I add that on there, guys, are you okay with that?
Do we change the motion from now?
With that revision, we're okay?
Yeah, it says shall include one of the
one of the
following.
following.
That's what I.
That
have.
makes
It
sense.
says-
Do you guys want me to
Say
send that to you when I'm done with it? Do you guys want that?
We need a amended motion.
Do we need an amended motion?
Yeah.
I think for safety's sake and for clarification, then we need an amended motion for policy 660.00, evaluation of certificated employees, that it read,
Correction.
shall include one of the following.
Of the following.
So,
A
Motion
motion
by
was
Mrs. Parker,
made to.
second by, I heard, both. Mr. Perez. All those in favor say
I
aye.
made the first
Aye.
one? You made the first one?
whether we-
For the amended,
So moved.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Please so moved it.
He
She
moved
so
it.
seconded it.
Oh, who seconded it then?
Mary, no,
Who
Mrs.
made
Perez.
it?
Mary,
Who
Mrs.
made it?
Perez.
Rick made it?
Rick made it.
One, okay, gotcha.
One second.
Okay, I'm ready for the adjournment.
Okay.
So moved.
Motion by Mrs. Janice to adjourn. Second by Mrs. Anderson. All those in favor say aye. Aye. We are
She's gonna
adjourned.
be.
Thank you all.
So